So, Vinnie Phillips, the quest for 6 out of 6 starts from pole position. But as always, Vinnie's closest rival is Leo Robinson, his Fusion Motorsport teammate. Jack Hobson, best performance so far in the season. He'll start third alongside Cathal Clark. Charlie Webb and Ethan Simmons go from row 3.
Row number 4, Ella Stevens and Wesley Swain on that 4th row. Row 5, Joseph Rippin and Gabriel Stilp. Then you've got Rylan Eschberg and Lewis Bird on row number 6. Rounding out the grid of 13 karts, Thomas Behrman, the 75 for Chaos Sports.
So there is the GP plate winner, Ethan Simmons, on that Mark Litchfield Racing Comp Kart chassis. I know it's a Comp Kart 'cause it says so on the steering wheel.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I've learned to read.
Aren't you a clever boy?
I am. Thank you very much. I got a gold star in my GCSE maths lesson last week.
Well, maths has nothing to do with reading. Well, there we go.
Really? Maybe that's where I went wrong in life.
I have to say, I failed all my language speaking lessons because I didn't speak the language. I just spoke English, but with the accent.
Oui, oui. Hello, this is my French GCSE.
They soon very quickly kicked me out the class.
Right, okay, fair enough. Well, look at that, the GP plate holder, the eyes, the focus of Ethan Simmons there. The signal is given, karts on circuit. So for the last time in 2020, it's time Owen Ryan with his T-shirt, an epic, a majestic green flag waving. Oh my word, look at the attitude and angle on that green flag there. Oof, it's a thing of beauty.
Oh dear. I think you've had too much iron.
Have I? Really? There's 2 of everything. I'm shaking. I've got orange. And I'm speaking like a Scotsman. Hello, a wee dram. I'll have a wee dram.
Well, there you go. Frantic steering checks going on as they head down into hairpin 1. But, Henry's gone. He's had a bit too much of the old Aimbrew. He is now fallen on the floor. So we've lost Henry for the time being. It's just myself, but we're going to be starting this Mini X30 Final 2. It's race 34 of the weekend. And Vinnie Phillips and Leo Robinson, the 2 that have been chasing each other down throughout this entire 2020 season, again, are going to be battling to the checker flag once more. Vinnie Phillips is looking for that flawless win of finals all the way through the season. He wants to get it this round for a flawless season. Can he do it? Out of the final corners, onto the start-finish straight, into the tram lines. Are we going first time around for Mini X30? Hands going up at the back, and it's a false start, I think, is being declared. So false start, yet the flag is out. It was a very late call for the false start, but the false start call did come out. So no start this time, and that's good because that's going to allow Henry to get back to normality soonish. So he's still collapsed on the floor in an iron brew shake. So he'll be joining me back in a moment. So, like I say, everyone all jolly excited to get going. Now, I'm not sure what caused that to not go ahead. I think it was maybe the Lewis Bird, 44. In the back of the field, who didn't get a good start off the line, like the cart had fallen down. Yeah, no, you can see him there in the background. He's pointing at the engine to say that he had an issue, but he is still going around the track at the moment. So here we go again. Take 2 for the Mini X30s for their final of the day. Lots of support on the stream coming out for Leo. And, of course, all eyes are going to be on that top 2. And the rest of the field, of course, Jack Hobson starting on the 2nd row with Cathal Clark as well alongside. We saw great things from Hobson earlier on. The 14, the crop promotion driver, his best finish yet of the season. And into the tram lines again. Are we going this time around? It is. Green flag, and away we go for the final of the Mini X30 in towards turn 1. And it looks like Leo Robinson managed to get the switch on Vinnie Phillips going into turn 1 as they come up the hill. Who's going to appear first? Yes, it's the 37 of Leo Robinson who leads the way over the bridge at the start of this Mini X30 final, race 34 of the weekend. Down the hill we go, and you can see there Stilp in the background trying to get through, and there's also 2 of the Fusion karts forcing each other off the track, but everyone makes it to the first hairpin unscathed, albeit still going a little bit wide out of hairpin 1.
Well, Gabriel Stilp, he's come, and Leo Robinson, they've both come so close to wins this year, and I did think that one of them I thought that one of them would have a chance of taking a win this season. But so far, Vinnie Phillips has remained perfect. Cathal Clark in second place. Phillips down to third. He's got some work to do, as always. So Robinson leads to the front. Now, we forget that this is Robinson's first. Well, he's still only 11. He's still technically old enough to be a cadet. But he's moved up and, point standing. So the real battle is going to be, I'm trying to look at the virtual standings. Well, at the moment, Ethan Simmons is 7 points behind Gabriel still for third in the standings. Ella Stevens is 6 points behind Ethan Simmons for fourth. So third, fourth and fifth is what, really what we're aiming to play for here. But of course, the main focus is now 6 out of 6 potentially for Vinnie. He's got his work cut out though, and I'll guarantee you he's going to get no favours from Cathal Clark or Leo Robinson. Leo Robinson there, absolutely keen to end his first season in Mini X30, sign off with a victory. There's Ethan Simmons in fourth place, under the watchful eye of his team boss Mark Litchfield, and that's the Litchfield that the Litchfield Bridge is named after. Mark, a four-time British karting champion who raced for the Paul Fletcher team for many, many years. And there they go, look at that. In tandem underneath the banking, and there's a move.
Yep, that's Phillips back up into second place there. Nicely timed, not allowing Robinson to break away too much. I think he was just looking over the hood and said, oh, Lee was getting away.
Yeah.
Can't allow that.
No, I can't allow that. I thought Vinnie was from London myself, but he suddenly turned, he's from Yeovil. And he's but no. Oh, and that was a little tap on the rear bumper. There he goes. Vinnie up into P1, Leo Robinson down to second, and look at that, the finger saying, come on now, let's think about it. 9 minutes to go, so these final 12 minutes plus a lap. Wesley Swain having a really good run this weekend. As I say that, he's dropped back to 10th at the moment, but he's been up there, and he's 8th in the point standings. He was just taking over 7th place briefly. I can see that the kids are out again on the live chat, so it'll go away. And we'll back to talk about the racing. There we are. Well, simple as that. We're talking about good things. The final round of the British Championship. People are enjoying the stream. The weather is good. The racing is spectacular. So let's leave it at that.
Yes. Gabriel Still.
Fastest lap of the race. Look at
fastest lap of the race. 1:01.180.
The croc bearing its teeth one last time in 2020. And Phillips and Robinson tried to pull away. Simmons up into P3 now. Ethan Simmons, now he won the GP plate when he was with Coles Racing at the start of the season. The start of the season was in August, such as being 2020, and then there's no other Coles Racing drivers in the championship, and it was so he moved over to Mark Litchfield Racing again, more established in X30 terms, I think it's safe to say, and certainly looking to try and sign off with the win, as are all these drivers. Great shot there down low. There's the grass blocks. You can see Jason in the orange thing.
Lying down.
Well done, Jason. That's right. That's right. Hey, get the shot. Worry about your health insurance later. Get the shot.
Yep.
And that's a good. But it's a great shot of showing how physical these karts are. You can see the drivers that the kart wants to go towards the wall. The drivers where they've got to be full on the accelerator and then keep it off the wall.
Yes, that's the general gist of racing.
Hey, that's racing 101.
Yeah.
Keep it out the wall.
Yes. Oh dear. 7 minutes then left on the timer. Phillips leading the way, 4 laps in. He's got Leo Robinson though right on his tail, who wants to maybe take away that chance of a 6.
Oh yeah, Vinnie Phillips, to say, we talked about drivers like Danny Curley's withdrawn from the event, but he doesn't want to injure himself, but also he doesn't want to risk an exclusion or anything like that. Same goes for Vinnie Phillips, but that lure of saying, and it would be a perfect season.
It would. Perfect season.
And I did ask earlier, anyone watching on the live stream, if they'd have thought that there's a change to lead. Leo Robinson goes back into first place. I can't remember in any of the British Championships, either the Formula Kart Stars, Super 1, all those, or whatever iteration a national championship has had, I cannot remember ever in any class a driver winning every final. Can't remember it. I'm looking around and there's no one has said otherwise. No, so it would be a first. And it hasn't been as though there's been Vinnie and a bunch of then, no-hopers. It's been a top grid of talent, and he has just managed to keep his nose in front at all times. However, Leo Robinson has got his nose in front at the moment. 6 minutes to go into the Mike Wilson complex we have, and these two Fusion drivers are putting some clean air between themselves, and there's that shot again. Look at that, there's again, over the grass block. So that curve, that sawtooth curve there. And again, these drivers age between 11 and 14. These mini X30 drivers. Down underneath the Litchfield Bridge, out onto the banking. And Phillips back in front.
He is indeed, yeah. The 87 back in front over the bridge. And you can just see that little tap. You know when a driver's had a little tap up the backside, because you just see the visor strip go up. You just see it go pop up a little bit. There you go. Still again with the fastest lap of the race. 1 minute 0.76 is the time now for Stilp. He's up 4 positions. So all of a sudden the croc has now started to attack.
Yes, and on cue, Alan Dove from karting1.co.uk. Yes, Tom Joyner did win the British Championship final in 2011. That was in November. It was here. It was the first. I think it was the first event on this new track, and it was the only event. So
yes.
He won every final, but there was only one final.
Yeah, that's not the same.
It's
still the same.
Tom Joyner he's still the fastest postman in British karting history. Oh, on the banking side by side. And nope, Ella Stevens holds off Charlie Webb. Now again, Charlie Webb, a great performance throughout the weekend so far. Final time, and he finds himself down in 8th place, and he just no one's got the pace to get to the front. 1.8 seconds between the top two. It's gonna. I mean, it would be quite fitting if the last race of the season came down to a head-to-head between the two teammates. I'm looking there. Robinson has finished second in. He's second at the first final at Rowrah, second at the second final at Rowrah, second at Kimbolton, and second at Mansell Raceway, second in the final yesterday.
Yeah.
It's been a 1-2 finish in every single final, Phillips and Robinson, in that order. So, if it comes down to a head-to-head, mano a mano, I said we'll get the Just for Men delivery to the Fusion owner for Dan Hazelwood afterwards. But I mean, if they went hammer and tongs for it, one-on-one, that would be a fitting end to the championship.
It definitely would be indeed. 3.5 minutes left on the timer, and that is getting ever more reality as we near the end of this Mini X30 race. Race 34 of the weekend, but it's the second final for the X30s this weekend. They obviously had their previous round yesterday, and it was a double header for the X30s as they exit through the Fullerton S's onto backstraight. We're watching the GP plate of Ethan Simmons in 4th place, currently under pressure from Jack Hobson. Has gone down the order slightly in this race, but still piling on the pressure. Again, that low shot of the karts going through. All it takes is one to just go slightly wide, and then you just see that steering correction, and then that cameraman we'll need a new cameraman. If you are a budding cameraman and want a job with Alpha Line,
please contact James Fitzhugh and Luke Austin at Alpha Line.
Oh dear.
Well, as we all know, cameras are indispensable. Cameramen aren't. Here we go. 2 minutes to go. Phillips leads by 0.13 of a second. No change in anything. Oh, no, Robinson now leads. So, Robinson leads, and now Robinson defends. It's game on early. Oh, that's good. They were snaking up and down the straight.
Oh, dear.
Remember that classic line? You don't remember that classic line from Wayne's World because you're too young to remember, where they're in the street, they go, game on. It's game on at the front between Robinson and Phillips now.
It is indeed.
Out of the thing. Oh, where's Jason the Orange? There he is. Oh, he's actually the other side of the barrier as well. Someone, don't tell HR. Don't tell HR.
No, it's fine. They can't see him. He's tucked away.
Yes. Here we go, onto the banking. And then again, that's a great shot there, that camera, you're looking past the marshal. You see the gradient of the banking.
Yeah. You do, and it is steep. When we went for a walk out there the other day, we were getting some nice shots.
But yeah,
it was. I almost fell over. It was very steep. I wasn't expecting it, and I just realised how unfit I was.
Yeah, and there's Robinson again. There is Robinson again at the first hairpin, and now will Phillips get the undercut? No, they're bringing the. Simmons, look at Ethan Simmons.
You can
head
see
down.
him.
Yes, we're catching. They're battling. A minute to go, and Simmons is bringing the rest of the class with him.
Oh dear me, this is going to end in absolute carnage. Less than a minute left on the timer. Phillips wants to get that 6 wins.
Yep.
He wants to get it.
Absolutely.
There is no other way of getting around that. And you can see now they are now in the pack. It's not 2 packs anymore. It's 1 pack for the lead. 30 seconds left on the timer, and there it is. There's the lunge. Phillips under pressure now. Simmons and Clark as well, who are right there as they go in. They still hold the lead now. Clark down the inside of Simmons, side by side over the bridge. Simmons comes out on top as they exit.
Yep, and down, so you've got Hobson and Ella Stevens and Charlie Webb in this lead group. Round the outside!
Is he going to make it work?
He's going to run on track.
He's on the grass. On the grass. Phillips has lost a position. He's now down into 3rd, 4th as well, 5th now for Phillips.
Has the dream gone?
The dream of 6 wins is slowly disappearing as the timer clicks now onto 0. Last lap boards out this time. The new position for Phillips is now 5th place. Robinson leads.
Well, Leo Robinson had the inside line. Phillips wasn't ahead, so Robinson gave Phillips 2 options, the grass or his brake pedal, and Phillips chose to keep it pinned on the grass, and it cost him a couple of places. We start the final lap of the season. Robinson, Simmons, Clark, Hobson, Phillips in 5th.
Here we go then, up the hill in towards the banking. No moves this time as they come around onto the bridge. You can see there Simmons in 2nd place as they go through the bridge onto the banking and down the hill now. Big look over the shoulder then for Robinson as they come down the hill. Simmons, no lunge here, but down the inside looks Clark. Can't quite do it this time, stays behind. Still very close though within these top group.
Well, and there's a move. Simmons at the inside. Robinson on the outside, it's 3 wide. Here comes Cathal Clark. Can Cathal?
Oh no!
Robinson defends, and Clark and Hobson on the grass. Phillips somehow snakes his way through. Vinnie Phillips is in 3rd place. Well, if Vinnie Phillips wins this, I'm gonna eat my wallet.
Oh, it's amazing stuff from these guys. They come into the final couple of corners now. Leo Robinson is going into the final couple of corners now. He's not won a final this season. He's about to now in the final round of the British Kart Championships for Mini X30. Leo Robinson wins from Ethan Simmons and Vinnie Phillips. He doesn't get the 6 out of 6. He crosses the line in 3rd. What a final.
Wow. Well, there's no perfect season, but what a finish to the championship. Leo Robinson, the bridesmaid all the way through the season, and finally Vinnie Phillips and Ethan Simmons trying to shake hands there, and they all said, we're going to crash there. No, but they're great sportsmanship. Vinnie Phillips, what a worthy champion. Leo Robinson, what a worthy race winner. And I mean, there was no quarter asked there and none given. Robinson takes the win by 800 of a second from Ethan Simmons. That's Ethan's best finish of the year. Well, Vinnie Phillips on the podium, but it's only 3rd place. In 4th was Ella Stevens. Good result for Ella. 5th was Charlie Webb. 6th, Cathal Clark. Jack Hobson was 7th. Gabriel Stilp 8th. 9th, Rylan Ashberg. 10th, Joe Rippin. The top 10 separated by 2.9 seconds. 11th for Wesley Swain. 12th was Lewis Bird. Thomas Behrman on his seasonal debut. He finishes in 13th place. In the championship, Vinnie Phillips wins comfortably from Leo Robinson 2nd. Gabriel Stilp does hold on to 3rd by 4 points over Ethan Simmons. Ella Stevens 5th in the standings. 6th for Jack Hobson. Rylan Ashberg 7th. Wes Swain 8th. Lewis Bird in 9th. And Joe Rippin misses out on a 9th place seeded number by 1 point. Great racing. Good to see, Chris McCarthy there. He's a fellow karting commentator, racing commentator, watching. So is Alan Dove and plenty of others there saying, wow, what a race. Great stuff. Well done. Anthony Jordan is going to go down to try and speak to our winner. There he is. So let's have no, there's Vinnie Phillips. Hey, well, can't win them all. But he started the last lap in 5th, ended it on the podium, and there's Vinnie, still number 1. That's right. Now, hang on. Anthony's going to do that. Right, folks. It's Cadet next. Where's my tablets? Because if you thought the Mini X30 race was good, if you thought the TKM races were good, then we're about, well, it's always a nerve-wracking time. Again, I've been fortunate enough to commentate on every year of the British Cadet Championship since 2005. And the last race, it's one of those where you're half nervous. If it goes well, it's the best advert for British karting. If it doesn't go well, then it is not the best advert. We'll see, but I'm sure it will be. But Leo Robinson is about to speak to Anthony Jordan in the pits.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, down in the winner's paddock. Leo, end of the season, and you've finally come away with a win in the final. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really happy about the win in the final.
Now, it's been a tough season, of course. You're second in everything out there, but, you've come back with the final race of the season, pulled the pin, come out with a win on the final. But, yeah, second in the championship as well. But a fantastic season you've had. You head up high. It's been tough with your teammate, Vinnie. It's been a tough old season, but you've come out with a win eventually. It was amazing stuff.
Yeah, it was a tough race between Vinnie in the beginning of the season, but luckily we won this one.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. You've got to look forward to next year, of course. What are you planning on doing into next year? You sticking with the Mini X30s, or are you moving to others?
Yeah, I have to stick with the Mini X30. I'll do junior in Europe and maybe a bit of OKJ abroad.
Well, excellent stuff. Again, a race win, finally in the final. You get to stand on that top spot on the podium a bit later on, but yeah, amazing stuff. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Spot on. Excellent stuff. Well, amazing stuff there. We'll have a chat with Vinnie as well. Cheers. Thank you very much, Leo. Vinnie, come over. Of course, you've won the championship already. You were wanting to go for that 6th win in a row for the finals. It was just Leo hit you to it on that one, but you must be happy for your teammate on that one.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the result for the championship. Number 1 goes on the kart now. Yeah, I thought it was a good race until up on that point. I thought he just done me a little bit too much then, because I just lost like 6 places in one corner. Yeah, and it was a good result apart from that.
Those last laps, it did look a bit hectic. We were watching it up there. We had no idea what was going on. It was something you'd see out of a world final that we saw, but we saw it in the British Champs as well. But can you talk us through what was going on through the Fullerton S's?
Yeah, I saw Leo squeezing my teammate a hole in the grass, and then he's gone 4 wheels on the grass, and then I just, in the corner of my eye, when I was going to go through the corner, I thought he was going to hit me, because it was just like no grip on the grass. It's just so bumpy, you can't stop yourself. So I thought I was just going to get hit, but I luckily just got through it. But I feel bad for Cajol, because he was first weekend in the Mini.
Yeah, well, still fantastic end result. Everyone got home safe, and of course you come away you're still champion on that one.
Yeah, number 1 goes in the kart.
Spot on. Well done, Vinnie. Excellent stuff. Well, again, great chat to Vinnie, and of course Leo Robinson and Vinnie. They've been the talk of the town in Mini X30 the whole season. But now we head to the next couple of finals.
In 8th overall, Joseph Rippin. Same side as before, top rookie, well done. 3rd place, top 3 now. Finishing in 3rd place, it's a podium for Ella Stevens. And I only used a gag under the umbrella, Ella, about once this year. I'm very disappointed in myself. Congratulations, well done. Finishing in 2nd place, he couldn't quite make it a perfect season, but he's the champion anyway. It's Vinnie Phillips. Oh, hello. Oh, that's the first mistake he's made all year. That's the privateer one, Vincent. Put it down. That's the privateer one. There you go. He's so not used to not being top spot. I don't know what he's doing. There we go. Well then, Vinny. But your winner is first win of the season, the only the driver apart from Vinny to win a final this year. It's your GP Plate champion, Ethan Simmons. Well done, congratulations. And again, this class, it mightn't have had the big grids of other classes, but the racing has been superb all season between, you're going to leave the trophies again, we'll post them to you, or between Vinny, between Leo Robinson, between Gabriel Stilp and others, have been absolutely superb. Well done. Mini X30.